Man, one punch, and a career was over. These 10 wild NHL moments will leave you stunned. Let's start with the punch that ended it all. March 8th, 2004, Vancouver Canucks versus Colorado Avalanche. Steve Moore had injured a Canucks player earlier, and Todd Bertuzzi was furious. He skates toward Moore, eyes locked, then bam! He punches Moore from behind, then drives him face first into the ice. "You're done!" he yells. Blood spills across the ice. Crowd scream. Moore is carried off on a stretcher with his neck broken. He never played again. That was horrible, Avalanche's Adam Foote said. In the Canucks locker room, silence. But on the Avalanche side, anger. Bertuzzi's finished. He's banned from the NHL and faces criminal charges. "I screwed up," Bertuzzi admitted later. This hit, caught on camera, pushed the league to crack down on violent plays. Vancouver lost 9-2 that night, completely shaken. "That was way too much," the team whispered. "Hockey's tough, but this was something else." Next, a brutal stick swing that dropped a guy cold. Picture this: a player skates down the ice, then crack. A stick swings and the crowd explodes. February 21st, 2000, Boston Bruins versus Vancouver Canucks. Marty McSorley is raging, chasing Donald Brashear across the rink. Then, out of nowhere, whack! McSorley slams his stick straight into Brashear's head. "Take that!" he yells as Brashear drops like a rock, completely unconscious. Blood trickles onto the ice. The arena is in shock. "That was messed up," Bruins coach Pat Burns said. Inside the locker room, dead silence. Bruins players are stunned. Vancouver guys fuming. "He's gone too far," one of them growls. McSorley's suspended for an entire year, and just like that, his career is over. He's hit with criminal charges. "I lost my head," McSorley said later. That brutal swing, caught on tape, changed NHL history. The league cracked down hard on stick violence after that. Vancouver wins 5-2, but no one's celebrating. Players huddle, whispering, "Man, that was rough. Hockey's tough, but this was over the edge." Coming up, a takedown so nasty, fans were screaming for revenge. And hold up, this one's wild. May 3rd, 2021, Washington Capitals versus New York Rangers. Artemi Panarin's battling for the puck when suddenly, Tom Wilson grabs him like a rag doll. Boom! Wilson slams Panarin to the ice, throws punches at his head, and even yanks his hair. "Stay down," he yells. The rink erupts. Gloves drop and chaos explode. Fans start chanting, "Kick him out, kick him out." "That was nasty," Rangers coach David Quinn said. "Panarin's badly hurt. His season's over." Inside the locker room, rage is boiling. Rangers players shout, "Wilson's gonna pay." But Wilson? He gets just a $5,000 fine, no suspension. Fans are furious. "I play rough," Wilson said later, without regret. That moment, caught crystal clear on camera, lit a fire across the league. Calls for stricter rules flooded in. Rangers lose 6-3, completely rattled. But in the locker room, Mika Zibanejad stands tall. "This one's for Artemi. Hockey's tough, but hair pulling and headshots? That's way out of bounds. Feel that fire in your chest? That's a team ready to fight back." Next, a sneaky punch that turned the entire rink into a war zone. May 8th, 1995, New York Rangers versus Pittsburgh Penguins. Ulf Samuelsson skating, not even looking for trouble. Then bam! Ty Domi comes flying in and nails him with a sneaky punch to the face. Samuelsson drops flat. "Got you!" Domi grins as the rink goes wild. Gloves hit the ice and chaos breaks loose. Fans are screaming, "What was that?" "That was low," Penguins coach Ed Johnston said. Samuelsson's nose is bloodied. He's wobbly, barely able to stand. In the Penguins locker room, it's all fury. "Domi's a jerk," one player yells. The league suspended Domi for 8 games. "I got too excited," he says later, almost laughing. But Pittsburgh fired up. They rally hard and win 6-4. In the locker room, Mario Lemieux huddles the team. "We play for Ulf. Hockey's physical, but sucker punches, that's a cheap shot." This hit lit a fire, and the league took notice, tightening rules on sneaky plays. That buzz you feel? That's a war that started with one dirty shot. Next up, an elbow so nasty it knocked a star clean out of the playoffs. Man, this one's a shocker. March 21st, 2012, Chicago Blackhawks versus Vancouver Canucks. Daniel Seddon's cruising with the puck when wham! Duncan Keith lines him up and drills him in the face with a flying elbow. Seddon crashes to the ice, out cold. "Tough break," Keith yells as he skates away. The crowd goes crazy, booing, tossing trash onto the rink. "That was dirty," Canucks coach Alain Vigneault said. Seddon's diagnosed with a concussion. He's out for weeks. In the locker room, Canucks players are furious. "He aimed for his head," one of them shouts. Keith suspended 5 games. Later, he says, "I got carried away." The hit, caught clearly on video, sparks outrage. But somehow, it fires up Chicago. They steal a 2-1 overtime win. Back in the Canucks' room, Henrik Sedin rallies the team. "We're fighting for Danny. Hockey's tough, but elbows to the face. That's just wrong." This moment pushed the NHL to tighten its headshot rules for good. That sting in your chest, that's a playoff dream slipping away. Next up, a skate stomp that made everyone's jaw drop. December 15th, 2008, New York Islanders versus Pittsburgh Penguins. Jarkko Ruutu's chirping non-stop, getting under Chris Simon's skin, then crunch. Simon slams his skate down hard on Ruutu's ankle, like he's trying to break it. "Take that," Simon shouts as Ruutu screams, "My leg!" The crowd gasps, then boos erupt across the rink. "That was mean." Penguins coach Michel Therrien said, "Ruutu's in pain, limping off the ice." Back in the locker room, the Penguins are livid. "Simon's out of control," one of them shouts. The NHL drops the hammer, 30-game suspension. "I lost it," Simon admitted later. The stomp, caught on video, shocks everyone and pushes the league to crack down on skate-related attacks. But Pittsburgh, fueled by rage, they battle back and win 3-2. After the game, the team huddles, with Sidney Crosby saying, "We've got Ruutu's back." Hockey's rough, but stomping a guy's leg, that crosses the line. Feel that shock in your gut. That's a dirty move with dangerous consequences. Next, a cheap hit that ruined a player's biggest moment. April 28th, 1993, Washington Capitals versus New York Islanders. Playoffs. Pierre Turgeon scores a huge goal. He's pumped, arms raised, grinning ear to ear. Then, bam! Out of nowhere, Dale Hunter charges in and crushes him into the boards from behind. Turgeon crashes down, clutching his shoulder. "Take that!" Hunter yells as he skates off. The crowd erupts in boos. "That was rotten," Islanders coach Al Arbour said. Turgeon's out, injured badly. In the locker room, the Islanders are furious. "Hunter's a bully," Ray Ferraro shouts. The NHL slaps Hunter with a 21-game suspension. Massive for that time. Later, he shrugs it off. "I got mad, but that hit, it lit a fire." The Islanders rally and win the series in 7. In the dressing room, players huddle and chant, "For Pierre." Hockey's physical, but nailing a guy during his goal celebration, that's as cheap as it gets. This moment helped push the NHL towards stricter rules on late hit. That twist in your stomach, that's what a stolen moment feels like. Next up, a wild hit that sent a player flying mid-playoff battle. Oh man, this one's brutal. April 17, 2012, Phoenix Coyotes versus Chicago Blackhawks. Playoffs, Marian Hossa's skating with focus, eyes on the puck, then wham! Rafi Torres comes flying in and smashes Hossa's head with a full-speed hit. "Stay down," Torres yells as he speeds away. The arena goes wild. Fans scream and throw things on the ice. "That was wrong," Blackhawks captain Jonathan Toews said. Hossa's out cold, stretchered off with a concussion. He misses the entire series. In the locker room, the Blackhawks are fired up. "Torres is done," one player yelled. The NHL agrees, 25-game suspension. Torres later says, "I didn't mean it," but that moment, caught on camera and burned into memory. It shakes the Blackhawk, and Phoenix wins the series. Afterward, Toews gathers the team. "We fight for Hossa. Hockey's intense, but a flying headshot like that, that's crossing the line." This hit helped the NHL crack down on reckless contact. That knot in your stomach, that's what it feels like when a playoff dream gets crushed. Next, a monster hit that flipped a star's career upside down. May 26, 2000, New Jersey Devils versus Philadelphia Flyers. Eric Lindros, Philly's big star, skates with his head down, chasing the puck. Then, boom! Scott Stevens slams him with a huge elbow to the head. "Got you!" Stevens yells as Lindros crashes to the ice, out cold. Crowd gasp. The rink buzzes with shock. "That was brutal," Flyers coach Craig Ramsey said. Lindros is stretchered off, concussed, missing the series, and his career's never the same. In the locker room, Flyers are stunned, whispering, "Stevens planned that." No penalty was called, but today, he'd be banned. "I just play hard," Stevens shrugged later. This moment, caught on camera, forced the league to toughen headshot rules. Philly loses, shaken to the core. The team huddles, John LeClaire rallying, "We're We're fighting for Eric. Hockey's tough, but a hit like that, it changes everything. That sinking feeling you got, that's a star's career fading away. Next, a face-smashing hit that sparked a legendary hockey war. May 29th, 1996, Colorado Avalanche versus Detroit Red Wings playoffs. Chris Draper's near the boards, skating hard. Then, crash! Claude Lemieux slams Draper's face into the glass, blood flying everywhere. "You're out!" Lemieux yells, skating away. Draper's down, jaw broken, needing surgery. Fans boo loud, the rink's going nuts. "That was ugly," Red Wings coach Scotty Bowman said. In the locker room, chaos. Players shouting, "Lemieux's done." Lemieux gets only a 2-game ban. Fans and players furious. "That's it," Draper said, still hurting. This moment, caught on camera, ignited the fierce Red Wings-Avalanche rivalry, with fights and revenge for years. In the locker room, Darren McCarty swears, "I'll get him." Next season, he hammers Lemieux, sparking a massive brawl. Hockey's tough, but this hit, that was mean. The league had to tighten rules on dirty hit. That fire you feel? That's a rivalry born in blood. Next, a bonus stick swing that made everyone's jaw drop. March 8th, 2007, New York Islanders versus New York Rangers. Ryan Hallweg's chirping non-stop, pushing Chris Simon over the edge. Then, swing. Simon swings his stick like a baseball bat, right across Hallweg's face. "Take that!" he yells as Hallweg stumbles, blood dripping. Fans gasp, some boo, others just silent, shocked. "That was bad," Rangers coach Tom Rennie said. Hallweg's shaken, barely skating off the ice. In the locker room, Rangers are furious. Simon's way out of line. Simon's ejected, banned for 25 games, one of the longest suspensions ever. "I went too far," Simon admitted. This moment, caught on video, made the NHL get stricter on stick attacks. The Rangers fire back, winning 2-1. In the locker room, Sean Avery yells, "We got Hallweg's back." Yeah, hockey's physical, but a stick to the face, that crosses the line. This bonus moment proved when tempers explode, things get real ugly. And man, what a wild ride. From Bertuzzi's punch to Lemieux's brutal hit, these 10 moments show hockey's crazy side. Simon's stick swing? Nuts. These hits are why we love the game's fire, but they went too far. Which one shocked you most? Drop it in the comment. If you're pumped, smash that like button. Want more NHL madness? Hit subscribe and tap the bell to catch every video. Thanks for watching, you awesome fan. Let's keep the hockey love going.